Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins with me, Angel. As you know, last time we finished the entire Dwarven mission that we had to do. We now have Oghren as a companion over there. We also have the dwarfs to turn in, gemstones. I'm gonna go around the camp first to talk to everybody, because I haven't talked to them since before I went to the mission. So the first 30 minutes or so I might be talking to people. First thing I'm gonna do is we had a conversation with Morrigan once about how she found a mirror and her mom broke it because, you know, she shouldn't keep such things, right? Actually, it would be probably faster to go the other way. So one of the gifts we have is a golden mirror. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give her the golden mirror.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly. You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received a gift, not one which did not come at a price. I suppose I should say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful. Truly.
She sounds like she's getting choked up about it.
'Tis a curious thing. I do not know how else to describe it. Indeed I am, a little. I am reminded of our first meeting in the wilds. I had been in animal form for some time, watching your progress. I was intrigued to see such a formidable woman, obviously more potent than the men she traveled with. Yet I resented it when Flemeth assigned me to travel with you. I assumed that, at best, you would drive me from your company as soon as we left the wilds. I am aware that I have little talent for forming friendships, to put it lightly. 'Tis something I know nothing of, nor ever thought I needed. Yet when I discovered Flemeth's plans, you did not abandon me. Whatever your reasons, you fought what must have been a terrible
Because that sounds like a horrible thing to do when
battle
you're
without
told that
real
Flemeth plans on
reward.
taking over someone's body. That's not what you do to people. She's gonna take over your body? Go away.
And that is what I do not understand. Of all the things I could have imagined would have resulted when Flemeth told me to go with you, the very last would have been that I would find in you a friend, perhaps even a sister. I want you to know that while I may not always prove worthy of your friendship,
thinking I'm a sister.
I will always value it. But enough of such idle talk. There are more useful things to be done, surely.
But then, like, purposely, like...
What comes, my friend? So, full of questions, are you? Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
I guess she just said seemed.
Sometimes I do wonder the very same thing. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
None.
Ah, I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
So last night, me and my husband watched Frozen, and then today I watched it again, Frozen 2. Then today I watched it again with my daughter for the first time. Because again, when that movie came out, she was like way too young to be taken to the movie theater. And we decided that she likes Olaf. Because every time he came on the screen and was singing and stuff, she'd sit there and just stare at him.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young
Please don't
and
sing again.
beautiful.
We already had the
A
audio
fair
cut because
lass in
Liliana
a
decided
land
to
of
sing.
barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in
Your
love
mother
with Osen
supposedly
the Bard
sold.
and fled the castle of her husband, the Dreadlord Conabar, and that
This
he
is
swore
basically
vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my
Yes, that
mother
makes sense. She
claims
did have
that 'twas
daughters
Osen
supposedly
who
take over
was
the
her
body.
husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Wow. That's just...
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
How is he a lord if he doesn't have any coin?
That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
So your mom is kind of like Cora from Once Upon a Time with Rumpelstiltskin being her teacher, except your mom has a demon as a teacher. And I'm pretty sure Cora wasn't running away from people when she decided to take on dark magic.
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior
Daddy.
named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the
That's how
Chastened
legends
that
go.
eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did.
Oh,
Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
I would too. Sorry, I was yawning.
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
Well, no, because you currently think that your mother's dead. Should have asked us apparently while Flemeth was still alive.
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all. The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps,
Nope.
some would say.
According
I
to
know
what
not.
you read from her.
I only know my mother is
grimoire.
clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds.
Uses her daughter's
A blade
bodies.
in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her. How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not
No,
true?
usually.
There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth
Why are you
became
getting fussy,
is a
Dottie?
mystery. I suspect, even to her.
Why are you getting fussy? Huh? What happened to your little glove thing? You dropped it over there. Yeah?
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Okay, so. Confusing. Because this option says my mother died when I was born. But apparently she didn't because she taught me how to play with swords.
There you
go.
Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Okay, let us move on. I think if I'm not mistaken, I already got everybody re-equipped and sold everything I didn't need. Oh, burped. There's some things I'm keeping because I can, like, you know, feel bad for getting rid of them.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
Thank you.
Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
Well, I'm not a human. I'm an elf.
Then that must be it. The humans have always spoken about elves being inferior, but obviously this is their own stupidity talking. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless. Indeed.
Wouldn't want that.
Can it imagine the horror? Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
I love how Shale still refers to me as it.
I have a question for it, if it will indulge me. My understanding is that it encountered the smith named Caradin. He who was responsible for the creation of the golems, that he had become a golem himself. What I do not know is what became of him. Why did he not return with it? I would have many questions for him. He killed himself? Ah, I would doubt it, but no, I see it is telling the truth. May I ask what became of the Anvil of the Void, assuming that it too still existed? Then it was no doubt for the best. With Caradin also goes any chance I might have had of finding answers on my past, I assume. Tell me, did it find out anything from Caradin? Anything at all about how I might have been made? Meaning that I was once a living creature? That seems highly unlikely, and more than a little insulting. Is it certain? Was I forced into this? Or simply glad to abandon a frail body? And more importantly, who was I? I simply must know. I cannot help but believe that answers lie elsewhere in the deep roads. We must look.
If you're a volunteer, I don't know why you wouldn't be on the list of people that I saw on the thing, but I guess sure.
If it can search the deep roads, I may remember something. If not, then I will have to wait.
Oh, Shale is
It
Bruce.
speaks. Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw
Thanks.
oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Wait, does that mean
It
I can have Shale
speaks.
carry my inventory?
It doesn't have better things to do. Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along.
Was Shale once
Oh,
a
how
dwarf
he
or just
enjoyed
a living
impressing the
spirit
villagers
in
with
general?
me.
So, like,
Gollum snarl at that
possibly
villager
human or
there,
an
be
elf.
fearsome. And of course,
did they only do
I would have to do
with
it.
dwarves.
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves.
Well, he didn't scare those birds
But
off too
his
well.
wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
I saw the inside of his house. There was definitely room for you.
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out. With a chisel and a lot of nerve.
Ow. Like, if there's a living soul in this, that's basically like destroying that living person's body. I don't think it's like working out though. Or would it be for a stone golem?
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it? Hag. I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that...
I feel like you call your previous owner him, and then you call his wife
There are
her.
only images. I was somewhere dark.
But you don't...
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention. I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh.
Oh, that you're gonna say he
Good.
urinated on you.
I was just
I
about
like,
done
that was
talking
rude.
about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Okay. We'll work our way around the campfire and end with Zebron, so...
Something on
Alistair
your mind?
first.
Of course. Such as they are. That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the
well, I haven't
nearest
talked to him
Orlesian
about the Grey
city
Wardens
is
yet.
weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where.
Apparently,
I
haven't
don't
talked
know
to
anything
my
about
companions
Grey Wardens in other lands. Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have
enough.
control
A
over that.
compound
and be
in
watching it,
Denerim
no doubt.
at the palace.
Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderveld, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no.
It's easy. You write
There's
a letter,
nowhere
you
for us
roll
to
it
go.
up, you tie it to the leg of a bird, and you say, "Go find those fucking Grey Wardens," and just throw the bird into the air.
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send
Or
anyone.
do to
We
them.
could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight.
Because he's blaming all Grey
So that
Wardens
means
on
whatever
the death
happens-
of the king.
It's up to us. I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's
make
involved.
more Grey
I know it
Wardens.
involves Lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless
And
we can find
apparently
out more
Darkspawn
about the
blood.
joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be two of us for now. Until more
Just
come
the
from
two
elsewhere.
of us.
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know.
Everybody would die.
If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save
Everybody
Ferelden.
would die.
There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
I mean, Lotharian's already gone, I'm pretty
About
sure.
the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Something on your mind?
Nope.
You called.
Done.
Speak then. Then I suggest we move on.
That was not what I meant to do.
Does it matter? Very well. I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Uh-huh.
I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight.
Beresad.
We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell. I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword
But you were
was
on Lake
gone from my
Calenhad.
hand. Perhaps. I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it. They said they found me with nothing. I killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the
Did you
Beresad.
make
I
it?
was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath. If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now. Near Lake Calenhad,
Just near it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
There we go. Got a new codex entry. Oghren.
There you are. Wanted to talk to you. You and I, we've... You know how sometimes you spend time with people and things? I was thinking, I do know some people out here on the surface. A person, actually. The girl I knew in Orzammar. Before I left, obviously. What? You mean were we rutting? Oh, aye.
Rutting.
After Bronca left for the deep roads. Name's
Rutting.
Felsi. She was a fiery one. I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down, see how she's been living.
Rutting.
Me? Cheat? Ah! That iron-thighed shrew had left me long before, and she'd cheated on me with that tramp Hespith. I grant you, I didn't find out about that till after, but hey, truth is truth. Anyway, she left for the surface a year back, and I haven't seen her since.
I feel like the voice for Oghren probably screwed the hell out of Steve Blum's throat.
What? Why are you asking me? I didn't do anything. I tried to look her up the
Well,
last
said you
time
did.
we were at Lake Calenhad. She wasn't at work at the inn. At home with her sick mother, they said. I figured it was just the ancestors telling me
How is
something.
it possible when...
But I keep
didn't-
thinking about her.
Okay. Still confused about how in the hell you supposedly could have talked to her. But, okay. What? I'm confused now.
Well, and a good friend you are, Warden. I'll think about you if we ever... no, actually, that would be gross. No,
Yes,
what was it you wanted to say? You want to be a berserker?
No,
I
not
never
really.
see the
I just wanna say
day.
that.
You're a monster on the field already, Warden. But your style just doesn't give itself to mad rage. Too much thinking, too much, finesse. But if you know someone fit for this type of work, I'll teach him. It'll be nice to have another berserker to grunt at for a change. What the sod is there to know? You get mad, you fly into battle, and things die. It's pretty simple. The hard part is getting in touch
That's
with
creepy
your
with the
rage.
fucking helmet
You
on,
all
but
learn
still.
to hold that back. It's why we don't kill every duster who looks at us sideways. You need to shut that off. For some people, being in battle is enough. But others have to think about something. Violence, monsters, nobles, your wife, whatever.
To go
I,
berserk.
especially my wife. Why not? When you fight, you get mad. By the stone, it's a sodding tactic to enrage your enemy so he makes a mistake, right? Berserkers grab that anger and drink it like it's yesterday's ale. Then we turn it against our foes and watch the limbs fly. Well, for most
Okay.
berserkers it does.
Watch those
Several
limbs fly.
years ago, I worked with a berserker on one expedition who just couldn't work himself up. We had to kick him in the stones before he could get going.
And say, please don't say kick him in the nads, and then you said kick him in the nads. But
Aye.
okay, then
All
bye.
right, then.
I'm done with this conversation now.
Something I can help with?
Hey, Liliana.
Yes? What's on your mind? I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to
I should probably
explain,
discuss this with you
but
soon.
I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. and there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. I have had dreams. This was different somehow. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Okay.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
Well, if you'd stayed in the Lothering, it wouldn't have mattered. You would have died.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
When you'll hag.
What's on your mind?
How you feeling?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
That's interesting.
I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade,
She became a
whether
snowflake.
it was in a dream or in magical
She
practice,
became more sensitive, she became a
that I
snowflake.
was being watched. I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel
Glowing,
its
nebulous
presence,
form.
gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith.
It's an alien!
They have never
You're
been
possessed
seen
by an alien!
before, and perhaps I am wrong,
An alien!
but something tells me I'm not. It
Aliens.
always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
Curious. Maybe it wants to fuck you.
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
That's very kind of it. Somehow you survived the battle of Ostagar, but you couldn't survive a fight with abominations in the tower, a place you were raised at, against demons, which you probably dealt with.
I don't know why I was chosen.
Sorry, guys.
Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me. I will not lie motionless in a bed
Fine.
with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is
don't
not the
have to.
death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare her for the task that is yet before her. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger wagging.
Okay. That sounds kind of
You
weird.
know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
Thank you. Thank you. Sevron! Sweet.
What is your
dearest
desire?
Love.
Very well, but I consider this pillow talk. Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it? Now that you mention it, I am not entirely certain. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price,
he was
considering
sold.
I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a
You alright,
dagger from
Donnie?
the
You look
point
kind
of
of
it.
dead inside.
The crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training,
I looked over at my
you
daughter
die.
and she's like, Are you getting tired, baby girl?
Oh, I don't know about that. The crows who are actually good enough to survive come to enjoy some of their benefits. In Antiva, being a crow gets you
Benefits,
respect,
winky face.
gets you wealth, gets you women, and men, or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
I'm gonna say
At
this
the
one.
moment, I happen to fancy you, which is handy, as I happen to be following you about the countryside. That is, of course, presuming you don't decide to kill me at some point. It spoils the mood, I'm told. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course.
Yeah,
For
that's
now,
what you do,
naturally,
assassin.
I go where you go.
Assassinate. I don't think that's the right word. There's a really good fan art that someone did, where like the Grey Warden goes into the Deep Roads to have her final death, I guess, the final fight against Darkspawn, and Sevron comes and he's like, basically, you know, I said I'd be there with you till the end, and then like he's the one that kills her. One, he technically finishes his mission, but also because he didn't want her to die such a horrible death to the Darkspawn, I think. I don't remember how exactly it goes, but it was really sweet.
And here I am, happy to be had. Isn't it wonderful how things work out that way? Come now,
Yes,
enough
totally wonderful,
chit-chat.
dear.
Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Plus 10! Plus 10 to Zebron. First of all, I want to see how my relationship is with everybody, because the dog doesn't matter. Okay, so with Zevron, it is almost to love, or to the heart. When it is, well, Ogren's new, so it doesn't count. Shell's, you know, awful though. Okay. Sten. Morgan's basically to the heart, so that's why she had that moment a minute ago. Liliana. Dog. Dog! Gonna pet you. You ready? You ready for the pet? You ready for the pet? Pet the John. See the doggy dotty? Okay. That's not what to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Him,
Indeed.
and her for right now. Because where I'm going shouldn't be too dangerous. Go to the Circle Tower to talk to First Enchanter Irving to see if
Welcome back, friend.
Dagna can come. Then we
You'll
go
be
back
glad
to
to learn that the Circle
place.
is well on its way to recovery.
and get Dagna.
Orzammar, indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never
And
be
then I'm
able
gonna
to
go to
weave the
Redcliffe
simplest magic,
to deal with Sten's
no
thing.
matter how hard she tries.
I
Fascinating.
think she minds.
I suppose the Circle should be flattered. I cannot deny anyone, dwarf or human, the chance to learn. Knowledge should not be withheld from those who
That
seek
is true.
it.
Knowledge should not be
Dagna
withheld
of
from those who seek it.
Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices.
That works,
and
because
his
technically, in a way,
privilege.
she's tranquil. She just has emotions still.
If only the Circle
you,
was
Mr.
in
Chandler.
better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
Only because someone knocked over the library's shelves.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the
Yeah,
more
literally,
I
they're
think
dwarven
about
neighbors, 'cause
it,
they're, like,
the
based
more
right next to
I
each other.
like the idea.
Yeah,
I
Daddy!
shall take
Yeah, Daddy!
this
You're
as an
screeching.
indication
What?
that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you. I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
Yeah, so, wait. You. Templar. You. Guys, there's still bodies in the ground. The fuck's wrong with you people? Is Cullen already gone by this point? Okay. Orzammar. Let's go to Orzammar, Dottie. Yeah. Okay. Dottie! There's enough screeching. Voice down, go.
You're awake. Did you feel it too? It was like the archdemons saw us. Saw us.
Did see us.
What does that mean? I think. Wait.
Dottie, I really
Yeah.
appreciate if you stop screeching, sweetheart. Shh. I understand. You're a small infant. What's going on? Dorothea! Here, take them out. Sorry.
I guess it's like Duncan once said. We can sense them, and they can sense us.
They can sense
We'd best be
us.
more careful from now on. This camp isn't safe any longer.
They send next the Darkborn tax collectors.
Fortifications will be built around the camp. Can't get a bloody night's rest.
How unnerving.
It will be more difficult to sleep here.
What, no trap? No ambush? Huh. Some assassins.
That is wrong.
I love how all of them had like a little dialogue. Anyone else wanna fuck with me? Anyone else wanna fuck with my camp full of warriors? Thought not. Good dog. Okay. I'm assuming this is because we didn't actually set up, I didn't actually go to camp. Camp. That's an actual thing. An actual show.
Indeed.
Still need
A
Liliana.
fine gift. You have my thanks.
Morgan.
Yes.
There's a reason why I'm taking Liliana with me to Orzammar. And there's a reason I'm taking Sten with me right now.
Watch out.
That's
Over
why.
there.
I shall do it. It shall be.
Motherfucker.
I shall do it. As you say, I shall do it. As you say, it shall be done. I shall do it. Very well. Very well. I shall do it.
Good?
It is begun. It shall be done.
We good? Elven Scout. What are elves doing out here?
Very well. I shall do it.
Bloody corpse. Bloody corpse. Guys, enjoy your barricade. That I just destroyed part of. Okay, let's finish the rest of the way to the rest of the way to Orzammar. Give Diagna her response from the Burst Enchanter. Yeah. What's over that way? No, it's just Diagna over here. Okay. I was like, why is it pointing that way? It's pointing the wrong direction.
Hello, how can I...
Spinning
It's
maps
you!
backwards.
And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said.
She's adorable.
Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the circle since Urelden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books?
No, no.
tuition?
What you do is you pack.
Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see
In
you there.
secret. And then sneak out in the middle of their sleep cycle. You might just be able to do something about it. Dust Town. I had to just... Not before that guy? Is he after that guy? It is before for some reason. Let's see if I can do it now.
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about Dust Town so much? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
But I want to know. I guess I possibly got rid of the chance to get it. Oh well. You're supposed to be able to get a nug from that guy, supposedly, for Liliana. Because she wants a pet nug. Maybe I have to wait till I talk to her about nugs. Who knows? Now we gotta go back to Redcliffe. The city, not the castle. This is one thing I hate. I can go to Orzammar from the map. Like, directly to Orzammar. Probably directly to the Tigers, too. But I have to go all the way to, like, the edge of the fucking... open area. To go back to the map. Look, it's dark out. which means time is passing because last time it was light out here.
You hear about those hunters from Oswin? The Regent strung them up like foxes.
He didn't.
He did, and he's proud of it too. Says that the other Bannorn are gonna get the same.
I can't believe that. That's not right.
It's funny to me that the guys gossiping this. You know, usually they have girls gossiping so that way, because apparently girls are very gossipy. Apparently we girls like to run our mouths about everybody else's business. But in this game, the guys be gossiping. Running their mouths about the world. What's going on in it. Yeah, so you can get to the Tykes from here too. Redcliffe Village. Oh, look, another fight. You guys ready for this?
Dark spot.
Ready for this? Deal with it.
It is begun. I shall do it. Very well. As you say, it shall be done. I shall do it. As you say.
Punisher. There too. Share a bunch of doors. That I was not able to save more of your people.
Orzammar has heard your call. We march for you, Warden.
Oh, awesome. I'm sorry that so many of you died. At least I think so many of you died. I don't think there was only 3 of you to begin with. You all good, guys? Okay. Onward bound. We got to go up here. We got to go down here. Look, the barricades are still up. Isn't that nice? We got to go down, 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 down. Cross the bridge. We're actually gonna go up to the inn and see what's going on up there first, before we really do anything else. I'm kind of wondering if the innkeeper died, because there's a chance that if he dies, the girl takes over and...
Too bad what happened to Lloyd. Couldn't have happened to a nicer fellow. I guess that makes it my tavern now, doesn't it? And that's thanks to you, Warden. I admit, for a while, I didn't think either of us would survive. It's good to see you did.
So Lloyd died.
You mean about helping me leave? I wouldn't hold you to that. You've already done so much for us. What do you have in mind? Travel with you? That sounds very dangerous. I don't think a woman like me would do well in that sort of life. I appreciate your offer, but I don't think I can do that. That could get me to Denerim. What would you want in return for such a gift? Thank you. I can never repay this, but I'll think of a way. I swear.
Shouldn't have just done that. Because had I not done that,
What's to be done? What can we do?
Just keep your head down, that's what. And your wits about you.
Ah, don't mind us. Just talk, that's all.
She basically becomes like a little chest for you. Because you can give her stuff, and she'll hold on to it for you. So I could have given her, like, Eamon's, what was it, a shield and stuff like that. Please don't pinch your cheek with that, Dottie. Because that is, like, open. Oh look, there's people I can turn stuff into.
Those stung with 100 arrows, those suffering from ailments both great and small.
You know, I honestly don't give a shit about this. Anything else? Sure.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
It's great and all, but that's... yeah. Trying to... There's that one.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Okay. Now. I need to go this way and see if this will allow me to still get Sten's sword.
Go celebrate or whatever you have to do. If I wanted to fight Darkspawn, I'd have stayed in Orzammar. No thanks. Hey, anything for Redcliffe, right? Whatever. First thing I'm gonna do is get some sleep. For about a week. Go celebrate or whatever it is you're gonna do. You won, right? You're a hero. Or something.
Can I seriously not get his sword out of this chest that's supposedly in here?
We have much to do and little enough time to do it.
Who cares what they were? Who cares what they were? I'm just glad they're dead.
Nope. I might not be able to get Sten his sword back. Fuck. Unless I have to talk to somebody first. And then come here and get his sword back. I'll have to look that up later. I don't think I ever came back and talked to the blacksmith after saving his fucking daughter.
My Valena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am.
Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well.
That's even kinder of you. Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
I'm a kind person. So why is it loading so long? Like it's... Wait. Okay, it's just a guard. But like, who's the guy standing there? Is he someone of importance? And up we go. Up we go. Now, if I turn towards this thing, is it going to take me to the world map, or is it just going to take me directly to the red cliff? Oh, it's going to take me to the world map. Awesome. First of all, what the heck is this? The Tig that we went to. Oh no, it's Tig that Shell wants us to go to. That worries me. Why is it a loading screen? Is our faithful companions? Okay, yeah, they are. Awesome. Alright. only reason I came here was to get rid of stunning them. Let's get back.
Yes.
My
Yes.
normal group for now, and we're going to go to the least likely place that any of us want to go, Dinnerum. I'm pretty sure. We've taken care of everything else. So the next place to go would be Dinnerum. Yay! Yay, Dinnerum. It's not really yay, Dottie. Mommy's being sarcastic. Big stretch. Okay, Wynn, calm down. We're all good. Everything's okay.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand. From
Christ.
the lowest slave to the highest king. Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are bred in.
Oh, there's so many exclamation points.
Hello there, Warden. I'm a friend. I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Hal, right? Good for you. Make a spit on all those arrogant noble bastards. I've also heard you have certain skills. Skills of the street, you might say. No judgments here, mate. I want to help you.
Skills of the street.
Your likeness has been shown to some of the guards. Managed to get a peek at it myself. The name is Slim Cauldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things, and for those who view certain pesky laws as mere nuisances, there's some ripe fruit to be plucked out there. I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself.
Yeah, why do I feel like...
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. Keep sticking it to those pea-brained louses, eh? I'm rooting for you.
I don't really want to rob people.
I once had my portrait painted by an artist in the square here. It wasn't very good.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Are you the guy that came in the very beginning to take me? Or was it somebody else? Also, did you know I was Warden?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes,
Sure,
yes,
why not?
I could use help. I've got a pretty
I'll get
popular
rid of your crime for you.
establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, Maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is
Hurt.
actually dangerous. The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that
Whorehouse.
are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not
you
kill.
didn't hear that word.
Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy. Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
Let's go kill them. I mean, beat them up. We're gonna beat them up. We're not gonna kill them, guys. We're gonna beat them up.
The Mages Collective thanks you. Make us smile upon you.
Uh-huh. I'm sure these all say something very important. Ah! That's what my child says.
A recruiter was here just an hour ago. Barely dodged him.
We'll both be pressed into the militia soon enough, just you watch. Be eaten by dogspawn before the week is over.
Uh-huh. Why does it scare you so much? Don't believe the lies. Friends of the Grey Wardens assemble. The hidden pearl holds the key to resistance. The griffins will rise again.
By order of the new Earl of Denerim, no one is to enter the alienage. You might not want to say that too loudly. Your kinfolk aren't exactly popular at the moment. They were rioting, killed the Earl's son. With the whole Urian family dead, the regent appointed Rendon Howe of Amaranthine the new Earl of Denerim. First thing he did was lead a purge of the alienage. It's a mess in there. When things are put back in order, the gates will be reopened. Now on your way.
There was not a riot. We killed the son because he's a... Oh. Do I want to shoot somebody right now? Mainly whoever lied and said that there was a riot and that caused the son's death.
I wonder if they have a good plan in mind.
What can I get you, stranger? The Darkspawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came, either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings.
Ooh,
then they were gone.
On both sides.
Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. Anything else you need? Right, I'll show you around.
Ale for Ogden.
I am done.
That was easy, and he was like standing right there. It's not like it was even hidden.
My shift's nearly over. Thank Andraste.
Sophie's guard?
So, are you a
Who's Sophie?
man, Alistair? I'm curious. I believe I heard you say you were raised in an abbey.
I was raised in a castle. I was schooled in the abbey. As far as being religious, I don't know. Not especially. What about you? Not in your line of work, I expect.
Oh, why do you say that? I happen to be quite devoted in my way, as most Antivans are.
Truly? But you kill people for money.
Why is Alistair the one
And
about
I
me?
ask forgiveness for my sins from the Maker every chance I get. What manner of monk?
But you ask forgiveness and then you go right on with your sinning.
The Maker has
The
never
task is
objected.
finished.
Why should you?
I have no idea.
Well, there you go. Perhaps you ought to think about asking for a little forgiveness yourself, huh?
This is going to be interesting having these two in my party, because I'm starting to seriously wonder. I don't want to do illegal work.
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull?
Rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull.
The captain sends his regards. What can I get you, stranger?
Let's see what you have. Around, prying eyes, but go halfway to the surprise. Okay. Well, at least now I've at least talked to him to possibly get missions if I so wanted to. Apparently my most powerful foe was a Carta Doorman. Warehouse. Studded helmet. Chest. Another chest. I feel like there's something behind here. So I think this actually might be the secret warden place that I'm gonna have to go to at some point. But for now, that's all I could get. My guess is after Merrick died, Duncan realized that, the door opens a crack in response to your knock. There is a light breeze, like a change in pressure. A large shadow nods. A pouch of coins appears in exchange. The door closes. Okay then. But what is over there? That's a mission. Oh, it might be our sweet boy's sister. His sister.
Yes, make it quick. Strange. Let's see this. I knew it! I gave that man the best 7 weeks of my life. Well, I guess he won't have
Only
me to
7
push
weeks.
around anymore. Ha!
Okay then.
Welcome to
Apparently
the
only 7
wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of
Are you tranquil?
antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Diamond. Quartz. My daughter is screeching.
Oh, and here I thought the wonders of Thedas might be a whorehouse. Pity.
Okay, Zavron, sweetie. Apparently I'm just going around reading everything. Wanna read a book? Wanna read this book? Wanna read this book? I'm gonna read this book. Oh wait, this book. Get all the codexes for this game. Donnie, you're Otay. Yeah, you are, though you lost your scarf and your pacifier. Let me get you both of them. Yeah. There's your pacifier. Here's your scarf. Okay.
Yes? What are you doing here? Brother Genitivi? Why? He was on the trail of the Urn of Sacred Ashes, yes. Whether he found it, the Maker only knows. I haven't seen Brother Genitivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. I'm afraid something has happened. Genitivi's research into the urn may have led him into danger.
I feel like you're also,
Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genitivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genitivi, and they too have disappeared. Well, they haven't returned, and they sent no word either. I suppose that's possible. I don't know. After what happened to Genitivi, can you blame me for thinking the same thing could happen to the knights? Perhaps I am just a pessimist. I hope I am wrong. Now, don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now.
So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Calenhard, investigating something in that area. Good luck. May you find the answers you seek.
Wait. Investigate things.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to go in there. I'm sorry, but that room is not for guests. It's full of books and papers, and I'd rather they were not disturbed. I said no. Genitivi was a very private person. No, don't touch that door!
We should do something, and quickly.
Yes! Alice, did you just seriously say hooray? Oh, here's a book. It is full of papers and books. Chest. A corpse. Body of the real Waylon. Okay then. I just killed a dude because he stopped me from going into a room. Just gonna see if I can find any of his research.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my
Why are you
friend.
so angry?
And good King Kalen. I demand
Who did I kill?
satisfaction, sir. Pardon me, sir. You must think I'm a fool. You really do look like... too much ale. Yes, too much. Excuse me.
Hi.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Yeah, guys, you won't find better. Okay.
You have not asked me about my conscience for some time, my darling Wynne.
That is correct. And I am not your darling.
So
Yeah,
once
not at
again
all.
I am
Fuck.
rejected. Just as I am by the cruel, cruel fates. They are harsh mistresses to the elves.
Zevran, I am old enough to be your grandmother.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
And what would you do with me if you had me, hmm?
Also,
This
how do
is
you
a
know?
game you
Also,
play,
my age
nothing
lower
more.
than-
Ah, you are a cynical woman, Wynne. Cynical and powerful. It drives me mad with desire.
Oh, I agree, Wynne.
Yes? All right, let me take a look. Why? What did he do to deserve this?
I'm sorry. Maybe I should have said I'm sorry your husband is dead. What am I doing exactly? 'Cause I'm quite confused. I wonder if I can... Nope, wrong button. Map. Doesn't seem to be anything else in dinner right now for me to do. City map. The alienage. Dirty black... sorry, dirty back alley. So I don't know why it said... They just sworn it had an L. Probably because the alley part could distract me. Dark alley. Run down back alley. Okay. let's go to this first. I gotta fight people on the way there too. That's just gonna get annoying if so.
Enemies approaching!
Gang.
I shall do it. Very well. Away with you! It is begun, as you say. I shall do it. It shall be very well.
Now Alistair's running off by himself.
It is begun. It shall be so.
Another thug. Let's see if I can get anything off their dead bodies. Did anyone else notice that most of these back alleys are kind of, sort of, slightly set up like the Alienage?
Yes? No, I can't believe this. I won't.
Oh, okay, so no matter what I say, they're just upset. Got it. Next area. That's a pearl. We'll go to that last. Dark alley. Much different from the dirty back alley. I had to make sure I enunciated correctly because my tongue got tied earlier and I felt bad about it. Because I didn't mean to say that. Is this what I think it is? No. Can't be. It's acting like I should fight somebody. But there's nobody here to fight.
More enemies ahead!
There they are.
Very well, as you say. No force shall be taken. I shall do it.
You guys gotta understand.
I shall do it.
I made it by myself. So I do have a distance spell.
I shall do it. Come, let us end this! It shall be done.
Also,
I shall do it, as you say. Very well. I shall do it. Damn you! It shall be done. It is begun. Thanks, wearing. It shall be done. I shall do it. Very well. As you say. I shall do it. Very well. It is begun.
So somehow they got.
As you say. It shall be done. Very well. As you say. It shall be done. It is over.
Chest. What, Dottie? Oh, that's because there's a lever right here. Lever. Do you want to go to your swing? Do you want to go to your, as your daddy calls it, your swing swong? Okay. Let mommy fight the bad guys in this dark alley, and then she'll definitely put you in your swing swong, okay?
Oh, once you killed Ross. Get him!
I shall you say.
Pay attention to my fucking pants.
What did I tell you?
Is this another woman I have to tell her husband died? I assume yes.
Our continued friendship is guaranteed.
Oh no, okay. Well then. Awesome. I guess.
What now?
Is there a reason we have a continued friendship? Do we have continued friendship? What was our friendship like in the first place? How does a gang leader not have anything on his person, but you guys do? Daddy, no fussy fuss. Give me a second. I was coming over there to put you in your swing. To put you in your swing swan. Better, Donnie. All better. Okay. Now that this dark alley's taken care of. Onwards to the rundown back street. Is there gonna be another fight on the way? Is there gonna be another fight on the way? Someone wanna fuck with me on the way? Bitches! Just kidding.
You! We're about to send the boys to hunt you down! Boss says kill him! Enemies approaching!
Him? You're a girl.
I shall do it. As you say. As you say, I shall do it.
No, sweetheart, I don't think they would run away more. Matter of fact, I think they would run away less. Doug's got the moolah. Zebron, you're standing on top of the leader, and I can't tell if she has stuff if you're standing on top of her. Apparently not. Your thugs have shit, but you're not carrying anything on you, woman. You're smart. Maybe I should do a playthrough Skyrim after I finish the Dragon Ages. Another woman I had to tell her husband's
With
death.
this, you seal your guild success.
No. Okay then. Apparently, guys, with this I seal my guild success. Success. Okay. Why is this a deserted building? Let's go to the deserted building. I like buildings that are deserted. Guy's ears look kind of elvish. About as elvish as Alistair's do.
Look there, a cunning trap. Enemies approaching.
Trap first.
I shall do it. Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it.
Do the Canary first, guys.
Very well. I shall do it. It shall be done. As you say.
Time for a little bloodletting, I see.
As you say.
Imminent McFlurry.
I shall do it. Good! Another down!
Everybody good? Wynn's gonna make sure everybody good.
The task is finished.
Really not alone.
I shall do it. As you say, it is begun. It shall be done. Very well. I shall do it. As you say.
Where's that trap? Ah.
It shall be done. Very well. Very well. As you say.
You asked for it.
Very well. Look there, a cunning trap. I shall do now. Very well. As you say, it is begun. As you say, it shall be done. Then this.
Guys, I got stuck in the point. Go past. Go around me, Alistair.
As you say, it shall be done. It shall be done.
Mercenary. This guy. And or a girl. I don't know why I keep saying guy. They could just be girls too. I don't know. Can't assume their gender here. Look, Zevran can be leveled up. Let's put 2 in your constitution. 1 in your cunning. Okay. Start with this door because it looks like there's nothing behind it.
I am done.
Since the mini-map's showing me where everyone is, apparently. Okay. Got this, guys? Okay. A little bit further
Enemies
forward.
approaching! I shall be
Not protected.
Very well. It is
I have a feeling this is about blood magic. And that looks like that was a child. Yeah, I'm glad I'm killing these fuckers.
It is over.
Yeah, Dottie? Can I not sleep? Everyone come back here, sweetheart. Thank you. Just want to disarm the pressure plate.
Enemies approaching!
These people limit this person.
Very well.
That's interesting. That big metal door looked like it probably had a lock on it.
What now?
Did not open the lock door, and it opened itself.
I am done.
Another chest. This is their sleeping quarters.
It's a trap.
We have a three-headed snake thing.
Have you no concern for your own existence?
I'm sorry, Mabarius.
It is begun. As you say, I shall be back. It shall be done.
Why am I walking?
As you say.
Okay, Sevron needs healing.
As you say. I will do so.
She needs to drink a fucking delirium potion right now. Sorry guys, it's gonna include you guys.
Immediately. Oh,
What else you got?
I shall do so. Immediately. I shall do so. I shall do so. Immediately. As you say, immediately.
Then she needs to fist that guy's face.
Quick, as you say.
You didn't fist his face. Why are you not fisting his face? It's because your idiots are in the way?
I shall do so. As you say, immediately. I shall do so. As you say.
Yeah, I know I'm blocked. Those fuckers are in the way. They're all idiots.
I shall do it. As you say. It is begun. It shall be done.
Let's go to me first. What were they blocking exactly?
Enemies approaching!
I shall
Set off the trap.
I shall do it. It is done. Very well.
I think you can set off the trap. No, I need to drink focus. Stop being stunned, drink focus. Oh, Zebron.
Yes.
I stand ready.
Anybody else has any energies, injuries, blah 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 blah. Does Ryan know how to talk? Ugh.
I shall do it.
All the doors lead to the same place.
Enemies approaching!
Right, that guy's behind a bigger character, guys.
As you say. Very well. It is begun. I shall do it.
No concern for your
I haven't been deserted. Well, ever. Getting this.
Yeah, you
Very
are.
well. As you say, it shall be done.
Allow yourself to hurt. As always, run forwards without anyone else. Why did I just fall to the ground? My character's like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a quick nap.
As you say. It is begun.
I hope you guys don't mind. Quick nap that I'm gonna take. Oh, so slow. Apparently not resisted. Okay, so whatever that is, that stuff is, it makes you collapse. Possibly oil. Maybe get oil on your feet.
The task is finished.
First. Anything else? A cabinet. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. We must be going the right way, because it just saved our content.
I know not how you have survived thus far. Is it luck or providence? No matter.
No,
you
it's
will not
because people are
survive
stupid and
this.
suck at fighting.
We must not exhaust
Bring it,
supply.
bitch. Motherfucker, right away.
It is begun. As you say.
I have no stamina left. Feel good? Wouldn't survive that. Psh. That was even easier to survive than the rest of your shit. Anything else around here? Hi guys. Have you seen anything? Can I hit that bell? No. Can't hit the gong. Cannot hit the gong. Oh looky, first I can search. Okay. I guess we're done with that. Let's go to the pell. Amaranthian.
Tell your captain that our deal is now ironclad.
Okay, who's my captain? Captain, my captain? There's a chest back there.
Stop playing
That
games,
scamp
Isabella.
Kylon sent
We
you,
want our
right?
money.
Glad he hasn't forgotten
I think you
about us.
forget who you are
The
speaking to.
mercenaries are right
I will
there.
give you a chance
If you're
to
here
leave
about other
quietly.
things, just speak up.
Someone needs to put you in your place.
I shall do it.
She's too good.
Be off with you now, and be glad I only took from you your gold. Fools.
Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is
Why?
for
What are you
White
gonna do?
Falcons only. We're the toughest, meanest, and loudest mercenary band from the Free Marches. If you haven't heard of us yet, you will soon. Now get out. Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what
Guard.
to do? You have a point there. Man, let's clear out. Don't want to get on Logain's bad side, do we?
Tell Kylon I owe him
I don't care
one.
less about Logan. Get on Logan's bad side. Why the bouncer not
Yes.
do anything?
What? Is it customary where you're from to give complete strangers questioning looks? Isabella, if you had spent any time here or on the docks, you would know. Isabella commands the crew on the Siren's Call. She is a remarkable woman, and as you saw, quite formidable. She calls herself a duelist. But you cannot pay me enough to duel her. I'm not so stupid as those two. You should ask Isabella. I do not know how to explain. They call me Cassavir. I'm first mate on Captain Isabella's ship. More than this, you do not need to know. You are surprised to see another strong woman like yourself. Isabella commands the crew on the Siren's Call. She is a remarkable... She calls herself a duelist.
Yep, I heard
You
that.
cannot pay me enough to duel her. Did you not see? They wanted money back. Some of them never learn. If Isabella consents to play a game with you, it's an honor. You do not ask for compensation if you lose. Isabella, she calls herself a duelist.
Okay. You talked about the same thing over and over again. You don't have. Also, by the way, guys.
Welcome to the
This is a
Pearl.
whorehouse.
I'm Sanga, the proprietor. Have a seat, get comfortable, and tell me what you need. Every one of my people here is a skilled craftsman, and don't let anyone tell you different. You'll have to go one at a time, I'm afraid. Our rooms aren't quite big enough to share between so many. But we can discuss that in a moment. So what would you like me to show you? The men or the women? Or some of both, if you prefer.
Let's see. Okay. Isabella, I'll talk to you here in a second. Dottie, you're fine. Need a key. Which is not possible to pick. Jesus, do they have like 2 rooms per like sex partner?
Finished.
What does that mean? This one only has 1 bed. The other one had 2. 2. No, I'm gonna go back and you guys recount those with me. 1, 2. Does this one have a bath in it at least? Nope.
Think again.
Where do you girls bathe?
Another Grey Warden supporter.
Not just a supporter, Peyton. That's a Grey Warden. She's the one Arl Howe is looking for.
Our trap landed a warden? You've got one chance to surrender.
Hey, why does that guy right there kind of look a lot like Stin?
For what it's worth, I believe you. Not that I particularly care. We're not common guards, Warden. We're Howe's elite. Shavra, Tennant, and Jarvie, let's kill ourselves a warden.
All right. Who ordered that?
It shall be very soon. Quickly, we must fight! Away with you!
Hey, watch it!
I shall do it. As you say.
Oh, look, here's some bathtubs. And some get-ready areas. Bathtubs and get-ready areas. Oh my god, what are they called? I don't even fucking know right now. Don't even know. And 2 beds again. So, like, when they come in, they're just like, oh, yes, we shall take this bed. And then have sex. And then someone else comes in and is like, we should take this bed because someone else is in the other one. And have sex, like, right next to each other. I don't know how pleasure houses worked back then. Why did the door close again? I did not close the door. I did not close the door. A wooden crate. That I did not see before.
What now?
Why was it able to be locked that time? Is it because this guy's in here? I swear to guy that's the guy I just killed. But okay. That makes sense, right?
And look who we have here. Come to apologise for leaving me bereft of my lord husband and then vanishing without a trace.
You know it was just business, Isabella. Business that turned out well for you, I see. You inherited the ship, I take it.
I suppose I never did like the greasy bastard. And the siren treats me far better than she ever did him.
That's true. For all of you who don't know, Isabella will be someone you can become companions with in the second game.
Indeed. This is Isabella, Queen of the Eastern Seas and the sharpest blade in Lomerin. And Isabella, my dear, you will no doubt be amused to discover that I am traveling with a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Charmed. Did Cassavir tell you that? It's true. I fight with quickness and wit, and they have served me well. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years. An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of Darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. It will take you years of practice to achieve true mastery of the style, but I can teach you the basics. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better, so we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game.
Also, Isabella looks completely different in the next game. Completely.
Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to? Good. Go ahead, then.
Shuffle the cards.
Are you done yet? 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Is it my turn again?
I don't think you've ever seen.
We seem to have run out of ale. I shall send my boy to fetch some. You mean this card? Your memory is impressive. You have proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you.
You can play Wicked Grace and Inquisition, but it's just a cutscene. It's not actually you learning to play. It's not like Witcher 3.
Come. We will need some space for this.
It's not like Witcher 3 where you play the game with the actual cards with people. Yay!
I don't think there's anything else I can teach you. Perhaps tell those you meet where you learned what you know.
Guess that's all I can say to her. You could have also had sex with her, I think. But I'm not 100% certain about that. Okay. What's this? Civil War. What's this? Okay. So we're gonna go turn this in. And then we're gonna go to Haven. Oh no, there's a fight. Could it be?
I was hoping I'd find you. I heard about the Pearl. I don't know how, but you got them to leave with no fuss at all. The Pearl's workers will...
Nobody gives orders to my men but me. A little lesson in respect is in order.
I see.
Okay, well.
Don't bother sparing these louts. Things are about to get messy.
Enemies approaching! It shall be. I shall be. As you say, very well. It is begun. It shall be. Very well. It is begun. It shall be. As you say, I shall be.
I didn't give orders to people, by the way.
It is begun. Very well. I shall be. It is begun. It shall be. Begun. It shall be. I shall be.
Your own existence? As you like.
People actually voluntarily attack you. Are they just stupid? Here's the payment I promised. I might have more work if you're interested. But I'm heading back to the market district. Back alleys are just too dangerous for me.
Lost a lot of it. Oh yeah, let us go to the city map exit. And it should take us back to the main city. My daughter's falling asleep. Ah! Oh, finally that shit got off me.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand.
And
I don't want to hear whatever you have to say. Making sure there's nothing else there.
Without provocation to the least
There's an exclamation point. This way.
A little something extra. For friendship.
Working for the Chantry and the Mages. Nothing in there still.
Good to see you back. I've got complaints in the Nord Noble Tavern that some mercenaries have invaded. Nothing violent has happened. The sellswords are probably just disturbing the nobles' rarefied conversation. Just drum the louts out of there. The barkeep doesn't mind some blood, or sport as she called it. Captain said Denerim won't miss a few dead mercenaries. Do what you will, and good luck.
Is that the people in this place over here? Not over here. Over here.
What can I get you, stranger?
So he still has an exclamation point above his head.
What are you looking at? We're the Crimson Oars.
Yeah, I know.
You haven't heard of us. We're mercenaries from all over the world. We have won many battles, and tonight we drink before the next. We happen to like the ale better here, the wine too. Less vomit on the floor. So long as we're paying, they're serving! Ha ha! Ha ha! You may have a point. Barwoman, you and your women are too old and shriveled. Too many damn clothes, right, boys? Ha ha ha! Oars, right. We go to the docks. Let's find us some wenches!
Awesome.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Uh-huh.
Good job clearing those louts out.
Look, I was nice enough to do it without causing any blood on the ground. Bronca is now my biggest enemy killed.
Edwina sends her thanks for getting rid of the Crimson Oars. Mind you, she's disappointed there was no fighting. Here's payment. You've helped out a great deal. I have something for you.
Disappointed.
The Market District is a whole sight better because of what you've done for us. I know this may not be much, but it's an extra thanks. A lot of folks swallow whatever lies are fed to them, but us believers will try and spread word about you and the Wardens. Thanks.
Thank you.
I've my eye on you.
Thanks for the help you've given. Unfortunately, I have more headaches to
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you? You're obviously not from around here. Wade is possibly the most brilliant armorsmith in all of Ferelden.
That's not true, Herin. The dwarves of Orzammar make the finest armors around. These piles of rust droppings you forced me to make are worthless compared to their work. You never let me have the time, the materials to make something special.
Customers expect their armor in a timely fashion, not years late like the last time.
That happened once, just once, and you never let it drop.
Oh, they're so gay.
I am.
Wade owns the Emporium, but without expert assistance and,
or at least Wade is.
Prodding, let's just say the Emporium has improved substantially with our partnership.
But I do miss the good old days. I could really take my time to make quality.
Oh, by all means, you can return to them. And to the gruel you used to fancy.
No. Sorry, Herin.
Certainly.
That's what he's got for sale first. Here, have a silk carpet. And an engraved silver bowl. And some private documents. And that. And a bedroom key. Don't know where even I got a bedroom key. So weird, isn't it?
Herin, the bloody customers are bothering me again. What do I pay you for, anyhow?
Sorry. Wade is a genius. Truly, you will be astonished by his work. But he doesn't deal with customers. If you need anything, please ask me.
And tell her I don't want her looking over my shoulders making doe eyes at me either. I'm thinking, blast it all.
Truly sorry, sire.
So I guess I can only talk to him after I've gotten Dragon Scale. Guess I haven't talked to Alistair about that yet. Could have sworn I have. For now, we are going to head to a specific place. All this. Oh. Right there. Let's see if we find anything on the way down. Come on, bring it. Fight, 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 fight. Passing through Redcliffe. Fight, 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 fight. Which makes sense now. No, it doesn't. That reminds me. I can do this, and then this, and make some potions.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here. No, you do not. I would have been informed if someone was expecting a visitor. Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
A revered father, huh? That's new. I wonder what this means.
It's always been thus in Haven.
Shouldn't be
We do
revered,
not
brother.
question tradition. Our ways are not the ways of the lowland cities. The urn is nothing but a legend. I do not know who Brother Genetivi is or what he says. However, I'm sure people can convince themselves of anything.
You're rude.
No. It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition. We do not appreciate lowlanders looking to ask and be on your way. Haven's always been here. My family knows no other home. Father Eirik is our spiritual leader and guide. He's in the chantry giving a sermon. You should not disturb him. We keep to ourselves. We see no need to announce our presence to the world. It's more peaceful that way. Then perhaps you should return to the lowlands. You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Were you up? Were you down? Chasing rabbits round the town. Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. It is soft, it is warm. It will shelter from the storm. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. Dear Bonnie Lynn. Sleeps the peaceful crib.
Child's creeping me out.
A mossy stone, a finger bone. No one knows but Lynn alone. Dear Bonnie Lynn.
So let us
I am
pretend
done.
that I do indeed believe that murder is wrong.
We are not having this conversation.
Were I to believe such a thing, what would I do with it? Feeling guilt about things one can no longer change seems so very time-consuming, with little hope for actual gain.
But you could change what you do in the future.
What would that require exactly? It seems to me that feeling guilty would take up a great deal of my time as it is.
Save a life instead. One for every life you have taken.
Death of a Templar.
That is a great many lives to save and feel guilty as well. Perhaps I could do one or the other.
It is not a game, Zephyr. You either know right from wrong, or you do not.
I am so confused. I think I may cry. May I lay my head in your bosom?
Ugh. My boyfriend's a perv. Right. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. I say before I go into this villager's house because I don't know what might happen.
Used for food preparation, perhaps? I'm just trying to be optimistic. The other explanation is slightly more disturbing.
I wonder. The crows often made sacrifices of blood, and it gave them uncanny abilities.
This village is not
called blood
quite what
magic.
it seems, is it?
Well then.
It is over. The task is finished.
We
Oh,
must
look,
not exhaust
more
our
fun
supply.
to be had.
That's why I say
Very well. As you say, I shall do it. It is begun.
it's the garden. The question is, how long has this city existed as a cult?
As you say.
Damn, Zevi. There's more of that way. Hook. Sack. This is where the village shop was. Should've just went up the hill. Yes.
What now? It is over.
The armor and the clothing left on this dismembered man indicate that he is from Redcliffe. One of Arl Eamon's knights. I thought it just said Elven Village. Look. Win can be leveled up. Give her some more magic. A little bit more constitution. Sure.
More enemies again. Very
What the
well.
hell? Kill this guy. Die. Now I can level up. I'm not in combat. Dexterity, strength, and cunning. Pickpocket. Honestly. So they're all either passive or sustained. Except for the upgrade. Let's do a sustained one. Summon Wolf. job, men. Knew that was a reason why I kept you guys around.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the Holy and Beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her...
Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far?
You know, same thing.
This, my brothers, is what happens when you let an outsider into the village. They have no respect for our privacy. She will tell others of us if we let her. Word will spread, and then what? You, stranger, do not understand our ways. You would bring war to Haven.
I'm petting my actual John in real life. Good kitty.
We don't owe you any explanations for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
More enemies.
Don't be a fool! As you say, I shall do it. Very well. It is begun. I shall do it, as you say.
Bam, Savvy. Give me that. That. Go this way a little bit. What's going on over here? Scribe chest.
I am
Regular
done.
chest. It's one of those things again that I can't remember what they're called. I feel like I should know, but I can't think of it. That's the worst part. Sound like something squished, by the way? Did one of you guys like step in like a dead body? I swear I heard. Chest. What they could have done, possibly with Brother Genitivi. Whatever can we have done.
Who are you?
They've done.
They've sent you to finish it. You're not one of them, thank the Maker. What do you think? Weeks of scant food and water, the torture. Oh, I've never felt better. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
I can set the leg and ease some of the pain, but he'll need a lot of rest in order to heal.
I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain. My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Eirik wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it. Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside and I will show you. All right. What is
Sure,
on your
let's ask him
mind?
some questions.
Yes, of course. How could I forget? Eirik said they were ambushed, some killed, a few brought back to Haven to be questioned. He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men. I see. She must have been desperate. She couldn't have known she was sending them to their deaths. Let's just talk about something else now, shall we? Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be.
What did you expect it to be?
I do not know. When the Chantry was established, it was decided that only female priests would ever be ordained. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the Chantry and so have no knowledge of the Chantry's rules. They call themselves the disciples of Andraste, and they are very, very devoted. One could say fanatically so. They must be here to protect the urn, but they speak of Andraste as though she was still alive.
Maybe they're crazy.
I thought so at first, but I'm not so sure anymore. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? They seemed intent on finding out personal information about me, where I grew up, things like that. How do you know?
Impossible.
An imposter? What happened to the real Waylon? Oh, poor Waylon. I should never have dragged you into this. Maker, take you into his hands, my boy.
Poor Waylon.
He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory. Was there something else you wanted to say? Ah, good.
Now, before we do anything else, I know this is like, okay, no, actually, I'll wait till we go inside.
Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated, just like this. And there, a key to open the way. There are very few keys like this left in the world, but I have seen some. When you find the right combination, it just feels right. It is hard to explain. Now, let's see if we can open this door. There should be a place to insert this.
So it just literally sounded like it opened. Now it's opened twice.
Oh, what I would give to have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain. I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted, I apologize. These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings. I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go. I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the urn. It was designed to protect the urn from those who would steal it or do harm to it, namely the Tevinter Imperium. I'm not sure. The legends were never very specific on that point. Only the faithful shall lay eyes on the sacred ashes. Death and misfortune await the unbeliever. The Maker's gaze
Poor
has
Chad.
fallen on Andraste's final resting place.
I don't
He
believe
weeps
in
for his
Andraste,
beloved,
no.
and his
No,
wrath
Elf.
at her
I don't believe in
betrayers
that shit.
endures. That is what the legend says, and the Maker may indeed watch this place. Read between the lines, however, and you'll understand that it is merely a simple truth draped in hyperbole and metaphor. After all, no one wants to hear Willie toiled for many a year to perfect the curious mechanisms that would send a sharpened spike up the arse of the unwary intruder. I think my decision to stay here was the best one, don't you? I'll be right here if you need me. Now I need something to write on.
Gonna stay right here. Maybe a little bit further in. There, okay. We've got something we've got to do. Not Alistair, not Wynn. We need Zephyr.
That smell. This is Antivan leather, isn't it? I would know that anywhere. I don't know how you found it, but thank you.
Me neither.
But I'm not finished admiring them yet. Can you smell that? Like rotting flesh. Just like back in Antiva City. Now, if only you could find me a prostitute or two. A bowl of fish chowder and a corrupt politician. I'd really feel like I was home. And the feet as well. Marvelous.
Okay, so now we check Zebron again. Oh, he's still not quite there. Wait, I think there's actually some stuff that I have on me that I can actually give to him. Let's see here. Other gifts. Let's see here. Small silver bar.
You have excellent taste.
I think that's all. So close to the heart. Okay. I'm actually gonna see if I can go back right now to camp. Yeah, let's go to camp. I'm gonna pause and quit here at camp. I'm gonna pause, save, and quit here at camp and call it a night, guys. I'll probably, right before getting off, you know, level people up and sell shit I don't need again. Thank you for watching Dragon Age with Angel. I will be back again on Wednesday. Please follow us here on Twitch, also on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Subscribe to us and like and comment on this video on YouTube. Please, I hope you enjoyed this, and please come back for more, because I'm going to be playing this to the very end of the game, plus some of the DLCs, and then I'm also going to play Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. So I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys had fun. Bye.